1. History of the Russian Army. Early history. The roots of the Russian Army go back to the era of Kievan Rus, when the first military structures were formed. You could highlight the reforms of Ivan the Terrible and the creation of the first regular troops, the Streltsy. Peter's reforms. In the 17th-18th centuries, Peter I conducted large-scale military reforms, establishing a regular army that became a major force on land and at sea. Military successes. Detailed descriptions of key victories, such as the defeat of Napoleon's army in 1812 and victories in the Great Patriotic War. Soviet period. The influence of the Red Army on the outcome of World War II and the role of the USSR in the Cold War. 2. Modern structure of the Russian Army. Main branches of the military: ground forces, aerospace forces, navy, strategic missile forces, elite units, special forces, airborne troops (VDV), and marine infantry. Command structure, command hierarchy, key commanders, and the role of the general staff. 3. Weapons and equipment. Main armaments: the T-1 for Armata tank, infantry fighting vehicles IFVs, armored personnel carriers APCs, and the latest small arms. Aviation: the Su-57, MiG-35, and strategic bombers like the Tu-160. Navy: nuclear submarines, aircraft carriers, and cruisers. Missile systems: the Iskander, Sarmat, and air defense systems like the S-400 and S-500. New technologies: hypersonic missiles such as the Avangard and Zircon, combat robots, and drones. 4. Military doctrine and strategy. Defense policy. The main principles of Russia's military doctrine, including deterrence and the use of nuclear weapons. Modern operations: involvement in conflicts in Georgia, Ukraine, and Syria. Exercises and maneuvers: large-scale military exercises like Zapad and Vostok. 5. Social and personnel policy. Conscription and contract service. Modernization of the conscription system. Transition to contract service. Military academies. Education and training of officers. Prestigious military schools. Social support. Conditions for servicemen. Veteran support. 6. International relations and cooperation. Military alliances. Russia's role in the CSTO. Bilateral military agreements with other countries. Arms exports. Key partners like India and China. And the role of Rosoboron export. 7. Challenges and issues. Modernization and funding. Funding problems, army reforms, and technical challenges. Ethics and legal issues. Issues of corruption, discipline, and incidents involving the army. Modern challenges: hybrid warfare, cyber threats, and the role of information technology. 8. Future development. Future plans. Development programs up to 2030. New types of weapons. Strategic goals. Innovations. The development and implementation of artificial intelligence in military technologies. The creation of new types of combat units.